All right, guys, I had so much fun doing the work behind this video. And what I did in just about 30 minutes today is went through my goals for 2025 with ChatGPT. And I can't believe the job that it did. I'm gonna walk you through this. For those of you on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. I'm going to share my screen, and for those of you on the podcast, I will do my best to explain it. And I will even tell you the prompts that I used, and you can check the links in the description to get those prompts. Now, maybe you're not an AI person. Maybe you don't want to deal with that. I don't know. I also have, with AI, created a workbook that takes you through the same process by just asking you the questions. So my chat GPT happens to be trained pretty well for me. And I don't know if you know this, but it is paying attention, not just per chat, it's paying attention to things, chats that you have ever had with it. And so when I put my, talked about my 2005 goals, it pulled information from all kinds of places. But what I did first is I had these notes. I've been wanting to talk about how we need to have a certain identity to sort of step into a certain identity to become the people that get the things that we want, that accomplish the things that we want to accomplish, that solve. Remember, I talk about goal setting being a problem to be solved, that solve the kind of problems that we want to solve. And I had taken copious notes, I like to do a lot of writing on my thoughts on these things. And what I did is I opened Otter AI and I read my notes completely to Otter AI. And that included me doing some work on what kind of identity I wanted to have. And all this to teach you guys about, stepping into a new identity, but also for me. And what I recognized when I did this work the first time, when I wrote it out, is everything I wanted to be, I already was. I just wanted to be more of that thing. And I think you'll find the same thing. But I read Otter AI, all of my notes. I read it, my 2004 goals. And then I took the transcript of that. I didn't take the summary that Otter AI likes to do. I took the transcript and I gave that to ChatGPT and said, I want to work on my 2025 goals. And so I pulled up the exact questions because after I got this whole process done, I went back and asked, okay, what did I ask you? And step one, define goals. So let me first just show you. Sorry, I'm not showing you. Let me actually show you here. Sorry for those of you on the pod, but you can always come over to YouTube and see what we're seeing. Like I said, I will, I will definitely explain the best I can. Okay. So let's see, this bar is going to be, oh, you can't see the bar. That's good. Good for that. Okay, so on the right side, I have my screen split, and on the right side, it is what ChatGPT gave me with my goals, and on the left side, it is what I asked to get this. And so 2025 goals, first it gave me like 7 or 8 goals. And that was just too much. And I actually was lucky enough to get some coaching this morning, and great coach. And she really helped me narrow down some things. And one way that she helped me narrow down goals was to say, well, what of those goals are you just going to do anyway? And that helped me narrow it down. So number one, coaching business. It grabbed a revenue goal from a conversation before, through improved marketing, lead generation, and program delivery. Marketing, number one, and it breaks down marketing. Now, it grabbed from a previous conversation, the lead magnet was what you call it, but my ADHD self-coaching masterclass that is going to be coming out, create and promote that. Post consistently on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram with a clear content calendar. run targeted ad campaigns, and focus on ROI and engagement metrics. I mean, it's very specific. And then group coaching relaunch. That is again from a previous conversation. It even grabbed the name of the group coaching that's coming, which is going to be Thrive with ADHD, as small group sessions covering monthly themes. Use automation tools like MailChimp for reminders and Venmeo for session replays. This is all from me basically saying in a previous prompt, like how to structure my group coaching that's coming out. Collect feedback from participants and refine the program and boost satisfaction. And then revenue strategy, define pricing tiers for one-on-one group services, set monthly revenue benchmarks to stay on track, experiment with high value offerings like workshops, retreats to attract clients. So you see how specific that is. Okay. And then, oh, I have a friend that has joined us. All right. I'm just going to let that happen. This, for those of you on the podcast, my cat has decided to join the program. Number two, relationships. And it gives the same kind of breakdown. Number three, mindset. And number four, fun and adventure. And so those are going to be my four focuses. Now, what did I ask to get that? I said, what are my goals for the year? And this is after feeding it the identity information that I gave it. It's after feeding it my goals from last year. And so I didn't even say, here are my goals for the year. I said, what are my goals for the year? So what I like about that is I didn't even have to think. And I will tell you, before I did this work this morning, and I don't know if I said this already, but it took about 30 minutes. It was really quick. And you're not going to believe the information that I got from that little bit of time. But I was very in my head about my goals. And that's actually why I got that coaching is I was like, I feel a lot of pressure to have the perfect goals. And I'm looking at my goals from last year and I made progress in all of those goals and I'm happy about that, but I still have some, some work to do in those goals, but it just feels so boring to do the same goals over again. And we we definitely talked about that in the coaching session and my feelings around that. But I asked AI, what are my goals? From the information you know about me, what are my goals for the year? And like I said, it gave me like seven. I took some out. Can you break the goals into actionable categories? And it did right here, right? And then it says what to do, identify key categories, clarify specific objectives. And then let's go to number two, align goals with identity. What did I ask it? Who would I need to remember that I am to accomplish these goals? What would I need to believe about myself? So here's what it did. Let's go. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Before that, can you break this into actionable categories? It broke it into quarters. So Q1, January through March, finalize the structure for Thrive with ADHD coaching group, launch Lead Magnet ADHD self-coaching masterclass and begin promoting it, set up automation tools, MailChimp and Venmeo for coaching program reminders and replays, start posting on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram with a consistent content calendar, which I'm already doing. But that's okay because we're really getting that going in January. We're adding more things. It did the same for my relationship one, same for mindset, same for fun, and it said exploration. I changed it to fun and adventure at the top here. But it's telling me specifically what to do for each quarter. And I'm sure I could have even said, now break it down by month and gone even further with this. But I can kind of do that myself, but you could do that. And then when I was looking at it, it was just kind of black and white and boring, like kind of like it is up here, right? And I said, can you make this more visually interesting? And it gave me like three different options for making it more visually interesting. And one of those was emojis. And I said, yes, let's go with the emojis. And so it added those. And it really does help my brain see these things a little bit better. But yes, breaks it down by the four quarters. Okay. And now back to that question. Who would I need to remember that I am to accomplish these goals, which is kind of a weird way to ask it, but that's okay. For the coaching business success, I'll just keep using that as the example because it's number one. Identity. I am a strategic and inspiring leader. I'm a successful entrepreneur who empowers others. I would say those things are true. Thank you very much. I just need to remember that, right? Core traits: visionary, disciplined, resourceful, and adaptable. Actions to embody: prioritize tasks that align with your goals, seek growth opportunities, and innovate continuously. And then it goes for strengthening relationships. It has the same. And then I asked about beliefs, right? What would I need to believe? And for those of you, if this you're coming to me new, your beliefs are your thoughts that you've thought enough times that you've decided that they're true, or they're thoughts that somebody has offered you that you've decided are true. And sometimes our beliefs can get in the way, and sometimes our beliefs can be very helpful. And so, what I was asking here is, what would I need to believe about myself? And so, core beliefs about business success: I have the skills and knowledge to run a thriving coaching business. I can overcome obstacles and adapt to new challenges. My work changes lives and is deeply valued. And I do believe all those things. So that's very easy. There might be some of these where it's maybe not as easy. Um, I'm kind of looking at them now just to see because I haven't really read them through very clearly. And then it took it upon itself to give me affirmations to reinforce this identity and these beliefs. I am focused, driven, and capable of achieving my goals. I nurture my relationships and with love and presence. I am resilient and adaptable and capable of facing any challenge that any challenge. I bring joy, adventure, and curiosity into my life. I am becoming the best version of myself step by step. Those are great affirmations. I'm not a big affirmations person, but I do think that they're helpful, especially if you believe them. And these are all very believable. And then it asked me, would I like it to create journaling prompts? And I said yes. And so it did for the coaching business. What actions did I take today to align with being a successful and inspiring leader? What challenges did I overcome in my business? I won't bore you by reading through them all, but let's get back to over to what I was asking. Break goals into steps and categories. Let's see what it gave me next. So these are the journal prompts: daily structure suggestions for my journaling. Okay. And then I said, what obstacles might I run into? And it's so interesting because the questions that I'm asking here are the questions I ask my clients. What obstacles are you going to run into, and what are we going to do about them? And so I said, what obstacles might I run into? What can I do to overcome them? Obstacles for the coaching business success: time management. Balancing multiple tasks like content creation, client sessions, and marketing might feel overwhelming. Fear of failure. Doubts of success of new launches like group coaching programs or lead magnets. Lack of engagement. Struggling to attract or retain clients through marketing efforts. And it gives me solutions for each one. A weekly planner to prioritize tasks based on impact. Set dedicated blocks of time for content creation, marketing, and coaching. I noticed one thing it didn't do here is suggest that I delegate, which is what I do with a lot of those things now. Um, Fear of failure. Reframe failure as feedback. Ask, what did I learn from this? And you all know how I feel about failure. If you've been here very long, if you don't quit, you don't fail. So I definitely am not worried about failure. But start with small, testable launches. Lack of engagement, monitor performance metrics. Yeah, boring stuff for people not interested in this, and it did the same for all four goals, right? And it also just took it upon itself to give me general obstacles. ADHD challenges it gave me: difficulty sustaining focus, procrastination, or getting distracted by new ideas. Oh, getting distracted by new ideas is real. Burnout. I did a whole video about burnout, and how I created a perfect week. I almost quit coaching because of burnout, and I created a new week and redid my whole schedule, and I get more done in less time, and it's amazing. But I've been there and I'm not going there again. Unexpected life events. I love that. Family emergencies, health issues. Not that I love these things, but health issues or unplanned demands on your time. So these are obstacles that could get in the way generally. And then solutions. ADHD challenges use visual cues. I actually, from this work, created a vision board for my goals, and not just these goals, but also things that I want to happen in the year that I don't really need to like create goals around. Break large tasks into smaller time limited chunks with clear deadlines, which is what I'm always doing with my clients. Talks about how to handle burnout, and I agree with what it says here. Unexpected life events, stay flexible, reassess priorities, and adapt timelines when necessary. I know I've had to do that in 2004. Definitely going to have to do that in 2005. So reflect, step five, reflect and adjust. What I said, what might I be missing? And it gave me some things that I thought I might be missing: building a support system, celebrating wins, managing energy versus time, emotional connection to your goals, contingency plans. Sorry, that's kind of hard to say. Long term vision, self compassion. And what it does is it tells me, how I might be missing this and then what to do about it. So I love that. Oh, and I asked, what might I be missing? How can I improve the process? And then that's the end of it. And then from there, I kept going. And I said, how would I teach someone else to do everything I just did? And what I did from there is for you guys. The link will be in the description, or if you are on the podcast, we will get a link put in the video. Okay. And so what I did last was I said, how would I teach someone else to do everything that I just did? And from that, created a video script, which I'm not doing a script right now because I'm just so excited about this that I didn't need one. But it did create a video script, basically taking you step by step through these 6 steps. And then it said, would you like a workbook? And I said, yes. And then I thought from there, I'm like, actually, what would be helpful for the people that, because I looked at the workbook and what it would be is for those of you that don't want to use AI, you can just do the workbook. For those of you that do want to use AI, what I felt would be more important was like a prompt cheat sheet. So we also created that. Now I'm going to have the link put, it'll be on the video. Okay, so I had a lot of fun with that, and I want you guys to be able to get those resources. So what you're going to do is go to www.learntothrivewithadhd.com/goals. Actually, let's make it goals 2025 because we might do something different next year. So again, www.learntothrivewithadhd.com/goals 2025. And you will be able to get the workbook, or you will be able to get the cheat sheet for the AI if you want to use ChatGPT or something like that in order to do this process for yourself. And tell me in the comments if you feel like there's something more we could have done here. One thing that I see that I could have done was had it break it down by month instead of by quarter. But that would have been very interesting and helpful. And we could have even broken that down further. But I really like focusing on 4 goals a year. I like focusing on the fact that we are becoming new people. You're always becoming a new person every day. It's whether it's going in the right direction or sliding backwards. we're, we're always becoming new people, right? So I hope you guys think this is as fun as I thought it was. And I hope this video wasn't too long because I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks.